Hey guys, this is Steph with thegoodride.com, and today we are checking out the Northwave Devine SL boots. This is a size 8. So the first thing that I noticed about these boots when I put them on, I normally ride a 7.5 boot size. I'm pretty true 7.5 size, and these fit my foot almost perfectly right out of the box. So, I contacted the company and they did say that their boots run a little bit on the bigger side. So 8 would be my size probably, as opposed to their 7.5. So, but yeah, these are seemed like a medium response boot, maybe all mountain style boot. You know, right out of the box, the thing that impressed me the most was how comfortable they were. And I had Paige try these on as well, and she kind of said the same thing. She was just like, wow, these are super comfy. They have a really nice flex from the shin down to the toe, so you can flex them this way. But when I was riding them, the flex from the toe up to the shin stayed nice and stiff, so it gives you a good response for that heel edge, but you're also able to get that ankle flex, which to me, when I break in new boots, that is my least favorite part, is when I can't bend my ankle, because it has so much to do with how you ride. So that was really cool that it had the ankle flex right away, but it still had that nice responsive feel as far as the heel side goes. They have this really cool lace system. You can see here how they're rollers, so it decreases the friction when you're pulling it up and down, and it makes for a really smooth tightening and loosening. And you also get right here, these are the unlocks, and so then you can loosen the boot up, and then if you want to tighten them down, then you lock it. So I really like this system, how this one goes for the bottom and this one is the top, but it feels really comfortable and it's really easy to keep it tight. I didn't have a problem with these coming loose on me, which some speed lace in the past, I had to tighten it like every third or fourth run, right? Because it just kind of works its way out. And this one, you're going to have to do that until the boot breaks in, but it doesn't slip. This locking system, I felt, is really effective. And the rollers kind of just make it super easy to pull it up. You're not like cranking your hands on them. So that's really cool. You get good traction down here, nice sole on it. It feels like a pretty, beefy, well-made boot, but I loved how comfortable it was right off the bat. And then if we go in here, one of my other favorite features about these boots is that you get a power strap on the inner liner. And it's a real power strap that's at the top of the shin here, so you get the most leverage with it. And it's thick, and you can crank it down, and that inner liner is not gonna come loose on you, which I think is awesome. All right, so here's what the inner liner looks like here. It's super cushy at the top here, and then the ankle, I had pretty decent heel lock. Like, these might have been one of the better heel locks that I've had in a while. And my ankle's really skinny. But my favorite thing is that this cinch up comes all the way up to the top part of the shin. It doesn't stop here. It's not only around the ankle, so this is all loose. It cinches up all the way up here, and then you get the power strap on top of it. So even though it doesn't have that, some have like that harness back here, I was able to get it tight enough that my foot didn't want to come out. So it was really awesome the way it fits on the inside and everything. And it's a more efficient way than some other locks that I've seen to like tighten it down. It actually tightens down and you can get it all the way, cinched down to here. So that's really cool. You get the power strap, which is awesome, and it's super comfortable. So here's a look at both boots. I got my Vans Fair over here, which I normally ride, and then the Northwave Devine over here. And this is a 7.5, and this is a size 8. It's not way bigger as far as how the toes come over the edge here, but it is a little bit bigger right here. So, it fits your foot, but if you're somewhere in the 9 range, maybe this wouldn't be a good option because it would make the boot bigger and you would get extra heel drag. But if, like, for example, I have a friend that has really tiny feet, And she's always trying to make her feet bigger. So if you have like a size 5.5 boot, which she does, she's always trying to make it bigger so she can ride like adult bindings instead of kids bindings, you know, so that would be a good option. Or, you know, if you're somewhere in the middle like me where it's not that big of a deal, then it would be cool. So, you know, awesome boot. I had a lot of fun riding it. It was super comfortable. It was very responsive. It was rideable right out of the box, so you don't have that 3-week period where, you know, you have to fight through the pains of breaking a boot in. So if you're looking for a boot that's kind of got that all mountain response, but is also comfortable and flexible, because I was able to flex it, you know, down towards my toe and side to side, but it had like a nice stable feel to it, then these would be a good option. And I think the only thing that I would say is, you know, it's got a little bit bigger of a footprint, but it's not wider. So it has a kind of a thinner footprint like this, but it's a little longer than your normal boot. But other than that, like super solid boot. I would say I would like to ride these more and just see how they break down throughout the season. But, you know, great speed lace system. For me, it's one of my favorite speed lace systems so far that I've checked out. So that's really cool. I love the locking position on these things where you just know that it's not going anywhere. And I love the roller so that, you know, it's gonna minimize the breaking and the wearing down of these cords. So yeah, if you're looking for an all mountain boot that you can ride straight out of the box, and it has some really nice features, seems like it's pretty thought out and well made, then these could be a good option for you. Yes, that's the Northwave Devine.